And guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Gamecocks' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's got an alley. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Houston. Hello.
People still fill in the stands, and he takes the opening kickoff back to the house to fire up the crowd, fire up his teammates. What a start for this young man.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Well, I'd say that's quite a way to make an early statement. Take the opening kickoff and run it all the way back for a touchdown. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. So the Jacksonville State Gamecocks offense will go to work first. David, they've got a guy outside that has a lot of potential, but he has to prove that he can be a go-to guy.
100%. They are going to have to depend on him to make plays, to consistently catch the football, to make those one-on-one matchups, make the defense really pay when they choose to do that. I think he's the guy that can do that in spurts, Jesse.
Yeah, he doesn't terrify this defense. We know that having talked to the defensive staff going into this game, but they have seen him flash before on film. They know he has the ability to make the wow play. For them to win this game, though, you get the sense he's going to have to make a few of those for this offense.
There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. The Gamecocks will punt this one away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. So Houston's offense will get the ball for the first time. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. The Cougars come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. Caught near the sticks. It's Lopez. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. Nice move to pick up yardage. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. And the Cougars with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Sends it back in motion. Looking downfield, it's Spencer. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Looking to throw on 1st down. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now. Houston has it with a 1st and goal. Looking to throw. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on to it a little bit longer. That's the risk and danger with throwing the ball so close to the goal line. You might get sacked.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown, Cougar! They punctuate the chance for the trip to the end zone.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Gives it on the option. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Now the play fake. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. High coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down. And the Gamecocks will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Here's the return. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Here comes the Houston offense once again. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. Grabbed behind the line, it's Lopez. And he's able to bounce off 1 tackle for a solid pickup. The Cougars can really attack on this 2nd and short. He's got it on the right. Breaks into the open. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston.
This offense is looking ridiculous. 3 touchdowns now in the first quarter, doing whatever they want at will. I don't know if you're panicking, Palmer, but, I mean, they got to put something together on the other side of the field or else this one's going to get ugly fast.
One thing I know, David, is the defensive staff, after having the ball just run down their throat and thrown over their heads, they need to make some adjustments earlier than they probably anticipated, because right now they have no answers for this offense.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Louisville is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Lamar Jackson should never be counted out of any game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Texas A&M. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Well, you're seeing a complete effort right now by this football team. Their offense has been doing their part, scoring points. They've got a big lead, and the defense right now is just shutting the opponent out. So good against the run and so athletic, and they have the ability to rush the passer. As you saw right there, getting the sack. We're only in the first quarter, but they're right now winning this game in all 3 phases.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Wants to go up top. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver.
and the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
The give on the option. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. He'll do it himself. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
I know it's early in this game, but, man, this defense has had their number. They've done a great job. Already built a huge lead. Now getting this offense in a situation where they got to pass the football, and they better protect their quarterback better than they are right now.
The Gamecocks decide to punt it away. That ball will make its way out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 15. The Houston offense comes onto the field. They could not have drawn up a better start than this, already up 21-0. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. The Cougars have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to throw, it's Spencer. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Grabbed over the middle. It's Wolf. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Wants to bring it back. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stops. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. They'll try the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Here on 3rd down for this offense.
3rd down coming.
That's the end of the period, and Houston has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Big turning point as we head into the 2nd and get this game rolling again. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on 4th down. Has to get there to move the sticks. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Gamecocks will line it up on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Starting to feel a little pressure. Gets the first himself. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
1st and goal, Jacksonville State.
Off the play fake. Takes the easy completion. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Touchdown, Jacksonville State.
It's hard for a defense to have to cover so much space. When the offense goes empty, you get receivers and tight ends and running backs lined up out wide. You've got to expand, and it's harder to cover on the back end.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. So that's a 59-yard touchdown drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
This defense needed something to happen to create some momentum back to their side. They've built a deficit. QB's been very comfortable making plays. Exactly what you needed. Put some doubt in his head. Get to him. Hit him. Get physical. They get the sack on this play, and that's just what they needed.
And the Cougars with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The play-action fake. Got it behind the line. It's Thurman. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Gets away. And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Houston will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Typically, at this spot on the field, you make a fair catch. I'd call that risk aversive, but it is good field position. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Snagged in the middle. It's Madden. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The running back has it. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. The Gamecocks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Quickly complete. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. They bring the punter onto the field now. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Got the 1st down and more. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Looking to throw at Spencer. Makes the catch. He's into the open down the middle. He's at the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Houston. Hello.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
Getting set for the point after. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
And the Gamecocks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. Now this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. The Gamecocks line up to punt it away. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. Here comes the Houston offense once again. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw, it's Spencer. With the catch, it's Lopez. And that play just never got started as he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Second down, they'll go to the air. Complete. And this one will be stopped for no gain. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Off the play fake on 1st down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. Motion from the back. 2nd down, he'll throw it. This time on target. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. He'll ride his man on the option. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Finds his tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? They boot it away. And they'll keep it away from the return man as the punt goes out of bounds. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. To the air, it's Spencer. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air on 2nd down. On target. Fighting off the defender. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them, but exactly. Get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
Timeout, Houston.
Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Wolf. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. They'll snap it from the 39. 1st and 10.
Houston.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Under fire. He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Lets it fly. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He'll just throw it away, and it'll be fourth down. Houston will be forced to punt. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Running back searching for a hole. He has the first and still on his feet. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. Perfect chance for us to put the first two quarters under the microscope. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in the cage in Southeast Texas.
Just about set to start the second half. Houston will kick it away. From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on O. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Wants to fire on second down. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. And the Gamecocks send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Houston offense comes onto the field. Off play action on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Looking for a man, it's Spencer. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Thurman. They're ripping off chunks of yardage and get it to the 33. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. They get to him as he throws. Snares it outside, it's Thurman. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, second and 7. Houston will snap it in the red zone. The give to the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Cougars. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, this offense said they wanted to start the year all gas and no brakes, and that's exactly what this game has shown. From the very opening whistle, this offense has been in sync. They've been explosive. Defense has had no answer for them. This unit is going to give teams problems because of their playmaking ability all year long.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Stanford is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Jim Plunkett, this might not be over just yet. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Fresno State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30.
And that's a first down.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Finds the tight end. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Gamecocks will call on their punt team. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Quickly out to the tight end. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw. It's Spencer. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
The defense has had some bad stuff happen to them today, but one bright spot for them has been the pass rush. They've shown the ability to get after the opposing quarterback.
The Cougars trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to pass on 2nd down. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss.
3rd down coming up.
Back to the ground with the running back. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Got it in the middle. It's Madden. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down.
And that's good enough for a 1st
Wants to throw on 1st down. Unloads it left. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll go to the ground. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. And the Gamecocks are on the move. They'll ride the hot hand. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Gets the back moving. The pull and throw off the RPO. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. He's inside the 35. They'll spot it at the 34. Not enough for the first down, and let's see what they do on fourth. Punt is on its way. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
Wrestled down at the 32 after a pickup of 5. To the ground. He's got it again. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's the handoff. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Spencer. Fires to the tight end. Still on his feet at the 45. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another play off here in the 3rd quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. The give to the left side. Found a little running room, and they get him stopped after a pickup of 6 to the 32. The Cougars in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Quick completion to the right. A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. He's going to have to get into this one a little bit from 47 yards away. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on O. They'll start this drive going to the air. They're working that left side. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Offense gets set for 2nd down. They'll run play action. Grab behind the line. It's McNabb. At the 35, he's open. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Gets it out fast. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. The Gamecocks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Blasted as he lets it go. That's reeled in. It's Bettis. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
At the 47-yard line. And first down.
The give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Gamecocks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Bringing the heat. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
As a defensive lineman, let me tell you something. This is hunting season. This is when you pin your ears back and you absolutely fly to the quarterback, and you can see it. They know it's pass, and they get to him again.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Leaves it with the back. Oh, he's got some space. The spin, still on his feet. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
And how about this offense? What are you thinking as a defense right now? I'm thinking pass, bringing in guys, making sure I stay deep, playing for the pass, and they run the run right at him. Kind of catch him off guard, get the big yardage, big play, first down for this offense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Trying play action. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Well, if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. It's caught downfield. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20.
And that's a first down for the offense.
He's got it on the move. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Gain of 16.
The Gamecocks had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. They give him the rock again on 2nd and goal. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. And here they come to give it another shot on 3rd and goal from the 3. A little screen to the running back. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Wants to pass. Into the end zone. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Jacksonville State.
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game 1. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
Ready to try the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
Bangs it through for an extra point. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Colorado is taking on the form of its beloved Ralphie. They are running away with this one behind an offense that's firing on all cylinders. They're up by 25 over Wyoming. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They want that clock to run. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the tailback. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6. Trying to pick up a first down. Quick handoff. Turning it on. He now has 84 yards rushing, and he's making sure the defense feels him in this opening game. A first down run in the red zone. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Well, they were able to come out here week 1 and really feed off the energy of this home crowd. They've been making plays all over the field. You could not ask for a better start to the season.
They'll try to add And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, and knocked it right down the middle. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown.
45. Jacksonville State, 14.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Looking downfield on first down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And the pass is incomplete, and there's a penalty flag down, and no big secret why. That receiver was being mauled by the defender. So the PI penalty cost the defense 15 and a fresh first down for the O. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Right on the money. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.